Hello and welcome to Baron's Game Room. I'm Aaron as always, and we're going to continue the spring cleaning with Unstable Unicorns. Unstable Unicorns was the first game of Unstable Games. It's for 2 to 8 players, or when you have as much as I do, really any kind of players. Ages kind of depends on which version you get, and playtime, well, Unstable Unicorns is one of those games where it's very simple, and you could basically have a game end like almost immediately, or you could have one of those games that just kind of goes all night. Let's get into the setup and how to play. To start, just give each player a setup card and a baby unicorn, then shuffle the deck and make sure everyone draws 5 cards. Alright? Now, like I already said, this is a very simple game. The goal of the game is the first player to get a certain number of unicorns into your stable. And on your turn, all you do is start your turn by always drawing 1 card. Then you may either play 1 card from your hand or draw 1 more card and end your turn. If you choose to play a card, let's talk about the cards real quick. You can play a unicorn. There are basic unicorns with no abilities, magical unicorns that always have special abilities, and ultimate unicorns, which have really powerful abilities but always come with some sort of negative as well. You can play upgrades or downgrades. Upgrades obviously meant to improve you, and downgrades are meant to hurt your opponent. Or you can play magic cards, which have a wide variety of effects. The last type of card is an instant card. These are usually just counters called nays, but obviously they're not meant to necessarily be played on your turn, they're meant to be played in response to cards your opponents play. And like I said, depending on player count, the first player to get a full stable wins the game. I've had games where no one's really had any problem playing stuff down, and you've pretty much had a game go a few turns, and then it's over. And then I've had games where everyone's hand seems to just be stacked with nays and magical unicorns with abilities that counter all over the place, and you have games that seem to go all night because no one can ever seem to play that final unicorn. So it's kind of hard to say a playtime at all. Again, the age count, you might have seen I have a not safe for work edition, so there's certainly stuff, even in the regular version, that's kind of more teen appropriate than kid appropriate, but I think there is a family version. Really, there's tons of expansions, and that's kind of where we get into why I'm getting rid of the game. So we got it, enjoyed it first, although we did quickly notice what turned out to be a trend of Unstable games always having terrible rule books, which always left lots of little confusion and tiny questions not being answered. And we loved the game at first though, loved the humor, loved the art, had a lot of fun with it, but we got so much of it that I had to start kicking out cards so like the deck wasn't too monstrous. What you saw was only like a third of the cards we use in the game. And yeah, there's other Unstable games I like better. I don't get to the table enough. We've got so much of it, several expansions, and it's cool and all, but we won't be keeping it. And it's Baron, approved?